As we just told you, the elderly have suffered more than any other group by far. It's not even close. And many are suffering extreme stress during these lockdowns. They're trapped alone. Many have died alone. Why is no one talking about this? Why does no one seem to care? Charles Camosy cares. We've talked to him a couple of times about this before. He's the author of the book, Resisting Throwaway Culture, How a Consistent Life Ethic Can Unite a Fractured People. What a great title. Mr. Camosy, thanks so much for coming on. So, we've talked before, and I don't think we can talk enough about the effect of older people of these lockdowns. What do you think it's been so far?
What I think we've done is we've become utilitarians during the pandemic, Tucker. In my classes, we talk about how utilitarianism takes a number of values and pushes it down to one value, say pleasure or pain or something like that. We've decided that lowering the chance of increased infection rates is the only value we care about.
Right.
And when we do that, we end up with 11,000 more dead people with dementia in nursing homes. That was the big story in Politico and the Washington Post over the last 24 hours. And no one seems to care, except those who are wanting to resist this utilitarian way of thinking.
How exactly has this worked? So it's the isolation has contributed to the progression of dementia and Alzheimer's?
That's right. So it's not difficult to do the math. People who are already in this vulnerable situation become even more vulnerable if we say, hey, you're going to be by yourself for 6 months.
Yes.
Your family isn't going to be able to visit you. An overstressed working staff won't be able to help you out. Just chill for 6 months. Well, we've seen the results. Decay and mortal loneliness.
This is what we do to violent prisoners. Why would we ever do this? I just wonder why there hasn't been some national effort to think through how can you help older people trapped alone in complete isolation in a holding tank, basically, which is what these places are. Why has nobody made an effort to do that, I wonder?
Tucker, we've talked about this before, the new news is what we're doing in particular to those with dementia. And here is an important point I think needs to be made. We have decided, 40 years ago, we decided that not every human being matters the same. You had to have certain traits, rationality, self-awareness, memory, language. Prenatal children and abortion don't count. Massive brain injury don't count. I'm starting a new book that's going to argue the next shoe to drop is people with dementia. And we have to be ready for it. I thought it was going to be a predictive book. It's turning out to be a descriptive book based on these numbers.
You're one of the few people talking about this, and we appreciate it. Charles Camosy, thanks so much. Good to see you.
Thank you.